A burning cross on a lawn, a swastika spray painted on a synagogue wall. For many of us, these symbols conjure up images of hatred and violence. However, as Neil Zimmerman reports, one man who has lived by the sword of bigotry has left behind the hatred as he looks to the future.
For a good part of his life, Tom Martinez had been the embodiment of hatred.
I know firsthand what racism's all about because I was once a member of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. For 8 years of my life, I was a racist. I was a member of the American Nazi Party, an associate with one of the most terrorist organizations in the United States, known as the Brudenschwagen. The Silent Brotherhood, more known to you in the media, the Order.
But in 1984, while at home with his wife and children, his life took a sudden turn. Martinez, who had been counterfeiting for the Order in an attempt to disrupt the U.S. economy, was paid a surprise visit by the Secret Service.
You know, I remember that days when I was handcuffed for the first time in my life, let out in front of my 3-year-old son, my wife in shock, wondering what's going on, and my 8-year-old daughter outside with her friends screaming and banging the legs of the Secret Service agents, begging her to let her father go, stating to these words, "Please let my daddy go, don't hurt my daddy." You think that didn't do something to me? On October 1st, 1984, when I had become an informant for the FBI, I had told them that there was a hit list of some prominent individuals. One on the hit list was an attorney by the name of Morris Dees, who has been helping the civil rights movement since the 60s. He's from Montgomery, Alabama. Second on the hit list was Henry Kissinger, who was Jewish.
So today, with the price on his head, the one-time white supremacist has refused the FBI's witness protection plan and put his life on the line so he may try to educate young people about the true dangers of racism.
And in 1990, this man is running for the United States Senate, and he has a good shot of winning because he just won this year in Louisiana for the 81st District. His name is David Duke, the Grand Wizard of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
His story will bring home from real life a message that nobody else can bring to the young people of America.
And while many of the teens who heard his story today may never have to look hatred in the face, Martinez hopes that his experiences may prevent someone from following the same road that nearly destroyed his life.
If I reach that one kid in the audience today, I think I got my message across. That's my main goal, is to reach our young people. Because if Tom Martinez would have been sitting in an audience hearing a fellow like myself, and David Duke would have came on a TV set trying to spill his racist ideology, I think I would have thought twice about joining any hate group.
You hear things on TV and you see things in theater, but I think real life story and coming straight from him is really impressive.
While the stage now is empty and the auditorium bare, Mr. Martinez is left for Chicago to do the Oprah Winfrey Show, and then it's on to Hollywood for CBS to make his movie, The Brotherhood of Murder. But now that he is gone, the students are left to face racism by themselves, and as Mr. Martinez said, it is not only ugly, but very, very dangerous. In Manchester Township, I'm Neil Zimmerman reporting for Newswatch 8.